Welcome to the channel. So as discussed, each files we have discussed about in the previous session. So today we are going to discuss uh, briefly about each file. So first of all, if we take a manifest.json file, in the manifest.json file, mostly we add configuration. So which is list of models we define and then routing configuration. Okay. So where do we define routing configuration? Can see here we define routing configuration, and then we do have models, types of models we have. If we wanted to define any models in the second, yeah, it is fine. So any models within the manifest.json file, it will be declared over here. Okay, and then what we do really in the component.js file. So this is our standard UI component. This is like we can call standard package. So we use SAP UI core UI component, and then we extend that component. You can see this, we call it as a stack area. So in the stack area, first we are loading SAP UI core component, and then for that we have defined as a alias name. So with the help of alias name, we are extending the standard UI component and then creating our own component. Okay, so once it is done, then it will initiate the component by using this statement. This is required to enable our routing configuration. We will talk about this later when we are discussing about routing and navigation concept. Okay, this is for the this is to have device model. So if we wanted to design user interface for specific tablet or desktop or mobile, then this will be useful. So this model will tell you whether the application is running, it's on the mobile or tablet or desktop. Okay, so after this, let's go to view. So here what we are doing is, again, we do have a view which is SAP UI core MVC view. So by using that standard package, we will extend that package and then create our own view. So here, this page and then content, it is coming from the sap.m library. You can also add few more controls here. So let's say if I want to add button, text, hello world. Okay. So you don't need to save it automatically. Business Application Studio, it will save. If it is not saving, you can also check in the settings to enable auto save. And once it is auto saved, the application will be automatically run. So you can see the allow world, the button it is displayed here. So this is how you can add. Even this button is also from the asp.em library. Now, how will you know whether what are all other properties we have for the button control? So for that, you need to go to demo kit. So let's go to demo kit, SAPUI5, then go to sap.em button, click on properties. Here we can see. Okay, here we have list of other properties to be defined. So what is the trick to to remember like what are all properties we have for the control is? Maybe you can just type it here, and then you will the business application studio tool will suggest you. Maybe you can just select the type from the suggestion and then you can use it. So for types, we do have other types values. You can go to button type. You can see we have reject, accept, and then back, default, emphasize, transparent. Okay, so maybe I'll try to use accept. Then I'll also keep another button here. We'll keep it as type as reject. There is an error. This is to because we are having empty ID for that. I will disable. This is for the flex enable. This we will use it later. Flex enable false. And then close this and then open it. Okay. Okay. So this is how you can load. So there is a if you want what other libraries we have. So we have sap.m and then sap.ui.core and then there is a SAP UI table as well. So to load those those libraries, what we need to do is we need to define those libraries in the XML header. So how do we define XMLNS core? Core is a alias name. And you can see for M library, we have not given any alias name. That means this library will be considered as a default library for this XML file. Okay, sap.ui.core. And then I'll try to display icon from core. Okay, source SAP icon. Maybe I'll say save. So this will be displayed as an icon and where to see the list of icons. So you can just search SAP UI icon explorer. Here you will be able to search the list of icons. So you can just search save. Yeah, copy this and then give it there. You can see icon is also displayed. Now you can see. So it is possible to give ABC or XYZ for this. You can also name it maybe XYZ. So now this SAP UI core library will be sitting in this alias. So now to use this icon from SAP UI core, we have to mention the alias name of XYZ. Okay, so the reason I put as a core, it is only because of the naming convention, and also it is very much readable and it is easy to understand as well. Let's assume that if we are writing below like a thousandth line or one, or maybe if you are unable to see the XML address and then here we are writing it, and maybe now if you just you XYZ here, and then now you don't know like what XYZ it is really refers. Okay, so the alias name XYZ to it is referred to what library you don't know. Okay, so that's why if we keep it as a core, then we know that that control it is belongs to the core library. Okay, so this is how you can load modules or the SAP UI5 libraries in the XML. So now what about to load, like how do we load libraries in the controller? Okay, so for this we do have press event. Like in HTML we have a click event, right? So similarly we have a press event that you can check it over here, API reference and then event. Okay, so just give one event and then I wanted to define one method. So this method I will implement and I will define in the main controller. Okay, on button press. I will rename this submit. So to define method name, naming convention it is on submit button press. Okay, so this is main view. So main view is linked to the main controller. So remember in SAP UI5, each view will have its own controller. Okay, so you can go here and then delete this for now. This is lifecycle method. I'll explain it later. So you can just view your function and then this is like anonymous function. Okay, now we are going to print one alert kind of thing. Okay, submit button is pressed. So you must aware like what is alert. It is a JavaScript alert box. Okay, when the button is pressed, we would see this alert message. Sorry. Okay, So we don't really use alert box because we do have other message boxes from the Fury controls. So we'll just say comma. So this is stack area. In XML view, to load libraries are the packages we declare here. Okay, so let me rename this to core. We keep it clear. Okay, and then go to here. So I'll try to, display message box here. SAPUI5 message box. You can also copy this package from the API reference. You can search message box. Okay, you can copy from here the namespace. And then now for controller, we have given a controller alias. Okay, so I forgot to tell you again how we are going to how we are creating here our own controller. It is based on we are using SAP UI Core MVC controller, and then we are extending that and then creating our own controller. Okay, and then to load module, you can define namespace here, and then you will have to define the meaningful alias name. So I'll define it as a message box. Okay, delete this. So now for a message box, we have success, error, warning, information methods. You can check it in the API reference. Here we have show, alert, confirm, error. Yeah. So I'll try to display it as a success for now. Submit button is pressed. Okay. So this is how you can define, call or define SAP libraries in the XML and then in the controller. You can see. Okay. So with this, we will end for today. We will discuss about later in the next class, like what are all other controls we have and how to add it in the XML view. Thank you. Bye.